Let's see if we can try and ask Kuno.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
But I didn't try to shoot her, I just aimed at her.
What? Bitch, you fucking making excuses for yourself now?
I'm sorry about that.
Do this shit again and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah. I've been in your room.
I've been in your room.
But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals. Shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
Okay, let's.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
We have some things to discuss with Kuno. Kuno needs a fridge to stash the body.
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing
I thought you would. Where is it?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
A corpse-free yard. Don't you have a civic pride?
Kuno's got everything Kuno needs. All civics and shit.
You can't buy Kuno, pig. Kuno's
Oh,
already got everything.
I got a minus. Kind sir, I'll repay you for this information one day. Right now the clock is ticking.
Kuno's clock's not doing shit. Kuno's got a fuckload of time.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
Okay, I guess we try.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
So I'm sort of weak.
No, it's not weakness. It's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it.
I might actually get fired.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story.
My memory, even my place. This is not going well.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Yeah, we can.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
You're right, Kuno. If I were Kuno, I would probably not care.
See, sad shit? Kuno doesn't fucking care about this sad shit. Your sad shit. Now, how about you at least try to entertain the Kuno, or get the fuck off his crime scene?
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
He says impatiently. Ah, okay, whatever.
Kuno doesn't.
I don't want to talk with Kuno anymore. It didn't go well. But I know where the fridge is that we can use, so yeah, let's do that next. Because I don't think we have anything else to do. Alrighty there, it's been a few days, but we're back with no stats once again, and as you can probably tell, I am running out of things to do in this world right now. Last time I talked with Kuno, it didn't go so well, so let's pester some other kids. That's a good idea, right?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
I know, sir.
Yes, people get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
Why not, Kim? That's fun.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Cool.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Encyclopedia failure. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
Nice. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Say, child, wouldn't you happen to know a good fridge, would you?
A fridge?
Yes, like a big fridge a cop could put a dead body into.
You mean like the ice bear fridge? Man, that's scary.
Ice bear fridge?
Ice bear fridge?
Yes, like a bear, but white. There's a fridge below the building in the basement, with red glowing eyes. I went back there once, behind the bookstore. Mum doesn't want me to go there anymore. Not that I want to. It was pretty scary.
And there's a big fridge there?
Yes.
One more thing, how do we get inside the building?
That's a problem. The only way in is through the bookstore, but my mum is pretty strict about not letting anyone in.
Okay, that's nice.
But I don't know, you're a policeman. Maybe you can convince her somehow.
Okay, maybe I can.
Anyway.
So we got an update. Check out the fridge in the commercial building across the whirling in rags. What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
Nice.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
School is stupid, you're lucky not to be there. What is a school anyway?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
School is stupid anyway.
Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Good to hear it's going well. Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
I wanna know about the curse scheme.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestation.
No such thing.
Oh, come on, Kim, have some imagination.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Enough of the curse for now.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. I'm coming across as an idiot. It's that bad, point at your head.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Oh yeah, and I am the law. Why would anyone want to read about the crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way, the law.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to be exactly like that Dick Mullen guy, but decided to live a little.
What's that mean?
You know, cut loose, raise hell, blow off steam.
And everything's better now, sir?
I don't know.
Why is that?
You'll understand. A man can never truly be happy with who he is.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning.
Anyhow, it's much easier to work undercover if one doesn't look like him.
Why is that?
If I looked like Mr. Mullen, all the criminals would go off running the very moment they saw me. This way I can go undercover, blend in, collect evidence.
That sounds smart, I guess.
I can do it better than him. Yeah, of course.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Okay.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a book where the man and the lady business doesn't work at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about something word painful breakup.
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
No, think about it. One where they plunge into torrid spiral of pain and Okay, now I'm just going off again.
No, I don't know.
Alright, I'll ask your mom.
Yes, she knows books, definitely.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring. Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
Why does romance books have to be about someone being rich? I don't understand that, but whatever. That's enough.
Maybe some about other books?
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the reader more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me on one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them. That'll show them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I am a superstar cop.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Okay, so there's a composure check. Okay, I'm going to just do something now. Let's see now. Do I have anything composure? 50-50 chance. Let's do it.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You can show them to me.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
You heard me, hands up.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails?
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
It's super simple for a detective such as myself.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She's not impressed. Want more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because your mother and because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the number one detective in town.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Do better. Deduce me something about me. Deduct something about me.
You're quite sober.
Okay, yeah.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Yeah, about that. Maybe you could point me towards some booze.
Fritz, maybe? Alcohol is not good for you, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
What are you missing here? Why would this feel familiar? Suggestion. Okay, let's check if I have anything for suggestion. Okay, that's the only thing I have for that.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Hi, Ace Detective. Okay, let's try this.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, alright. I'm the star. Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
I doubt that.
No, you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Party eyes.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Maybe?
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I don't really like this deduction game anymore.
I guess we can change the subject, sir. I didn't mean to bring you down.
Okay, bye. Okay, let's go inside the bookstore now. This is an interesting place. There's a few things I want from here. I am gonna click orbs and I'm probably gonna buy some books because books are nice. Now that I have clicked all of the orbs, I'm gonna look at this map here.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Look at the map of Insulinde.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Ile de Fantôme. What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
Okay.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Can you see cities on the islands?
You can on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Look at the edge.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Isolas.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
Encyclopedia failure. Okay, cool.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Conceptualize failure. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't have any stats, you fail at everything. Look at the map of River Shoal.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
The west of the river?
Huron, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeeper, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Okay.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Yeah, that's true. So I can try and steal the map, or I can just buy it with 90 cents. So I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna fail this anyway. So let's just buy it.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Thank you. Now, because I bought this map... Wait a minute. There we go, now I chose. So I can use this map later on to fast travel into these areas. So that's why I bought it. Okay, let's go and talk with Plaisance.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Nice.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Okay, well, that's true. So you're the owner of this store.
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
What if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She fiddles with her
See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
So what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
Alright, I'll take a look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
I was told there was a huge fridge in the building cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Your daughter is the one standing outside, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
1, not impressed. 10, she's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends, how much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Oh, I guess I was mistaken.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Jokes.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The lieutenant taps his foot. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
All this pressure you had made her really anxious. You know she's been chewing her nails.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, that's true. I think that. And obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Yeah, maybe you should.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne, what is that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband is also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Why not?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Of course.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
Alright, I had something else in mind.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Farewell for now. Okay, let's talk with Annette, because now she finally got to come inside, because her mother decided not to just use her own daughter.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
I guess so, but at least now you have homework to do.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Dick Mullen's hat. It's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Okay, bye. So yeah, we got a new hat. Dick Mullen's hat. It's pretty cool. But it's encyclopedia, so it's kinda useless. And I like this frog hat more. Okay. So yeah, this is the door that we need to interact with, so maybe let's do that.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind these curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Yeah. Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
That's creepy.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hands has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I've heard there's a fridge there that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
Is this about the curse?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I'm a police officer, I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
This place is calling for me. I must investigate.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang.
Okay, let's go and talk with her. Why are you so uptight about those curtains?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, then I wouldn't hurt just peek inside. It's not like it's cursed, right?
No!
No!
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Yeah.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pedant. How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Ah, Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Supernatural, well now I'm interested.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it's curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Okay, so that's why there's all those trinkets.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your parent part of that wars as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
So yeah, she believes in this crap, of course.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Gave a smart-ass parenting advice. Well, yeah, I did that. Seriously, I need to go to the fridge in the cellar. I have police matter.
I did what? Oh my god! A victim of the curse? The curse has started killing people? It's killing now?
You're right, the curse is worse than ever. That's why you need to let me through it to investigate.
You're right. It's worse than I imagined. We definitely have to contain it now.
This definitely softened her up.
Okay, so
Her
drama
features
check.
much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter.
Let's see if I have anything for drama. Right now I have something that is minus. Those glasses are minus to drama.
To crime, romance.
Time to fire up the old lie machine.
Ah, fuck me, I failed. Now do you know how we made a... How do you know how me and my partner are known to... What?
No.
The lieutenant looks at you, waiting to see where this is going. You've got this. Just go with it. This is elegant.
Crime Bros. We are called Crime Bros, my partner and I.
You're called... what? What is this, a joke, Mr. Policeman? Do you commit crimes together or what?
He turns away, not before you can see a small hint of a smile. He's struggling to not crack up.
Because we solve crimes as brothers in arms.
Sir, I really don't have time for your jokes. The situation is very serious.
Okay, fine. If you're not gonna let me investigate it, I'm just gonna go in then.
The curtains tattered with egg. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Yeah, whatever. You didn't let me investigate, so I'm just going in. Alright there, so this is the
A heavy
door.
door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is there.
Okay, so I have a pain threshold here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna succeed in that one either. But I guess we just try it.
A missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not
Oh, okay,
hundreds,
fail.
of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
This really wasn't the best idea, was it?
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
Oh yeah, really?
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door?
Yes.
I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets.
Does that mean I'm not gonna be able to get in there?
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool?
I'm on a spiritual quest. No, I'm trying to find the fridge.
You're only making things worse. Stop it. be compelled to look at the books. Go to them.
God damn it, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna do this then. So what can I do now? I'm just completely out of shit to do here. I guess I could send the body away, but I want to... All these checks are pretty much closed. I cannot do anything. Well, there is one thing we can do. We can call my station, I guess.